I think what's more important is not just the point gains, but this the follow through price action what we are seeing on Friday, what we left off on Friday on the indices and individual stocks. However, I think the action is still remaining towards many mid cap names. We're seeing very mild bit of rallies coming into the large cap names. There are no leadership sectors and stocks which are emerging. IT stocks have taken a bit of a backseat. Pharma stocks have just about been very fragmented. They've seen very fragmented buying. So I think in that regards, I will keep it very, very stock specific. And two buy calls which I would want to initiate. First one is about Bata India. Now it's an interesting mid cap stock because it's been a largely an underperformer in I think the last 5 6 months of this price recovery. It's been one of the few mid cap names which has done exceptionally well in the last 8 10 years. But it's just that in the last 6 months the stock has been unable to find that kind of a pickup in price section. But I believe on the daily chart there are some signs of confirmation which are coming along for Bata India. That could result into the stock breaking out of its sideways range and an underperformance kind of a zone. So I will place that as a low risk buy on Bata India for a target of almost 1400, and stop loss could be kept at 1300 ish. The second would be a buy more on the high risk play. It's a buy on Tata Motors. Now, if you remember, on last week on Friday, I had given a chart buster on Tata Motors, indicating that how the stock has now touched back to its crucial support zone of 120-ish approximately, and from there on, even if there's a marginal bit of a bounce, that bounce should probably have around, come around to 140 on Tata Motors. So the stock is at 133, on spot levels, and I believe that there could be room for another 7 rupees on the upside for Tata Motors. Would suggest that as a buy. Targets of 140 and stop loss could be K to 129.
Vijay Chopra, over to you then. How are you reading into the markets? Again, I mean, do you think that at this point of time we simply seem to be aping what the Dow is giving us in terms of a handover? Like Varun flagged off, it's the futures that are seeing a rally and hence our own equity markets as well. And also your high risk and low risk ideas for our viewers.
So good morning, friends. My first thoughts are that we had a much needed correction because markets were getting overheated, and somehow I felt that and I've spoken on your channel as well that this was a correction which was much needed. And once we are through with the correction, I think that markets are going to stabilize around these levels. So my sense is that most probably we might see 11,300, 11,400 levels also happening very soon. And if at all markets consolidate around here, I would be really, really happy. Now, what is pulling the markets up? Number one, Reliance. This slew of good news around Reliance is not stopping. First it was Geo and now it is retail. So I think that as far as money keeps on flowing into Reliance, we'll see the markets going up. The other lever is TCS. So I think that TCS is also a bellwether and a heavyweight, and I think that TCS also looks like a very strong contender for an up move. So I think technology and Reliance stocks, technology heavyweights and Reliance stocks are going to take the markets higher. So I believe that no problem at all at this point of time, because I think that the hearing for the moratorium is going to probably going to be extended to the October 1st week. So let's see. I don't think that markets are going to react negatively to it. As far as my low risk ideas go, I think that BHEL is very nicely placed at this point of time, and I think that it can go up to 45 odd levels. So presently it is about 4% up. So BHEL can be bought by low risk, people who are averse to risk. BHEL is a low risk idea. The other idea is Wipro. I think stock is slowly moving up. Presently trading at 312. It can go up to 330, 340 as well. I would also like to recommend a high risk idea. So that would be BEL. So BEL has generally it shows a lot of spikes. So I think that BEL presently can go up to 110. 105 and 110. So BEL can be a high risk idea. Investors can get into BEL and make a quick buck.